talking about push through. Push who?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. In this one, you'll see the Philadelphia 76ers against the Houston Rockets. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard. Here's the starting group for Houston. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Whitmore in at the shooting guard. And for the 76ers, the machine is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Oubre. Then it's George. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm a sweet potato pie lover, but I tell you, man, I love it all. I can't wait.
Oubre passes to the machine. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
And the pass to the machine. Oubre outside. The machine passes to Oubre. Over Thompson. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Thompson.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got his team on the board to start the game for the Rockets. Maxey passes to the machine. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
Brooks outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Kept alive. Pass to the machine. It's George on the wing. From the arc. It's rebounded by Sengun.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Now the 76ers on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Kelly Oubre Jr. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Oubre. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
76ers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Maxey. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Nice shot by Thompson.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Maxey passes to Embiid. George against Brooks. George, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And I like VanVleet's shot selection. Terrific at looking to score when he sees the opportunity.
The machine passes to Embiid. That one falls.
Well, he is looking confident Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Thompson. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. And that one, good.
Nice work on the interior. Maxey looked so composed amongst those trees.
Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now in the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The machine. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Whitmore. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively.
The Rockets shooting well, 50% from the floor. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Alperen Şengün, Dylan Brooks out there with Thompson. Then it's Fred VanVleet, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. Brooks misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
The 76ers haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
It's George on the wing. Here's the machine, guarded by Holiday. Outside for George. Clock at 6. Cuts at 5. Hits the jumper in space. And the 76ers lead by 2.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And VanVleet, here we go. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. George, that's a 2-pointer. They grab their own miss. Embiid, no good. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Şengün. Up and in on the lane. Şengün's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Oubre against Thompson. Oubre kicks to George. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. The Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amen Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
and that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
The machine passes to Embiid. Over Şengün. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Aaron
Holiday gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Back to Maxey. Oubre on the wing. He's covered by Thompson to end the run. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Paul George.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
Shooting for
Whitmore,
Houston.
he's checked in for Houston.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Oubre on the wing. Back to Maxey. Pass to the machine. The feed to George. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Impressive mobility right there from George. He's fantastic at finding that space off the pick and roll.
Van Vliet against Maxey. Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Thompson finds Whitmore. And he steps it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Takes it inside. George, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Oubre against Van Vliet. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Şengün. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Şengün's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. There's the pass to Oubre. Here's the machine. They get a hand on it. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The 76ers shooting 39% from the floor at their best. Maxey looking it over. Here's the machine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. For Philadelphia, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Thompson. And Tari Eason subbed in for Brooks.
And with authority, Smith is active.
Whew. Inside, here's the machine. It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Van Vliet. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers trail by 10. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Whitmore. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Cam Whitmore. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Puts one up from 19, and it's the machine missing.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Van Vliet finds Easton. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. And so it's the Houston Rockets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active.
40. The Rockets 55. And how about a big round of applause for your Sixers youth dance team.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous game from Jabari Smith.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. And there's Embiid, and it's the machine, and it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. The 10-footer, and the shot is long. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's the machine. Back to Maxey. Oubre outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Oubre's got 6.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's George, and Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Oh, he jams it right over Kelly Oubre. Wow!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the machine. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Joel Embiid.
When you defend Maxey in that action, you want to get the ball out of his hands. But Tyrese makes them pay.
Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Embiid. The machine passes to Embiid. The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Down low, Whitmore, and Whitmore throws it down.
Assist goes
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Clippers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And right now for the 76ers, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
The 76ers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. You can see those numbers read pretty well.
2 shots.
And Embiid drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Thompson, high post. Shot from 12. Oubre pulls it in. Oubre's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Maxey. Oubre outside. Dishes to Embiid. That one doesn't drop. Great defense that time from Şengün. George against Brooks. Here's Whitmore. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Oubre outside. Maxey on the wing. And stolen by Whitmore. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Set him up, and Şengün executed the pick and roll to perfection.
Here's Embiid. Great defense that time from Şengün. Rockets leading by 18. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Timeout call for Rockets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Thompson. Passes it to Eason. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Landale in at the power forward position.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Rockets with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Tries again, and the layup good by Şengün.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Got a piece of it. And there's the pass to the machine. Now the dish to Embiid. And it's blocked by Şengün.
And so often is the case. Şengün in the right position to make the play. That's just great defense.
Eason. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
That's his first
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs
of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on
Shooting
offense,
for
but on
Houston.
defense as well,
Houston.
executing their game
At the
plan
line for
perfectly.
one.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Here's the machine. The 76ers with another miss.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, how about the percentage? They're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half.
Here's Yabusele. Şengün covering. Back to Maxey. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Houston?
Now Holiday. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
That's his second personal
Wow, he
foul.
got whacked on that one.
Foul.
Shouldn't be much debate there.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Jock Landale. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Here's Edwards, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Up top, Edwards. And it goes down 2 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Houston. Thompson outside. Şengün kicks to Adams. He dishes it to Brooks. He takes it in. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Houston's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Brooks. And it's Bona with the rebound. Philadelphia's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Amen Thompson.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
34 seconds left in the game. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time